Hello guys, welcome to Python programming and now in this video I'll be showing you how to print hello world program. Okay, so let's get started here. Print is the associated statement or function which is used to perform print operation in Python. So here inside print function we can specify the text which we want to see on the output screen. So hello world. Clear? So now let's execute this particular code. You will see output as hello world. Yes or no? Okay. Suppose if I want to print one more statement, we can write welcome to Python programming and execute this code. You can see hello world, welcome to Python programming. Clear? Like this. And indentation is very important while writing programs in Python. Okay. Even if you give one small extra space, it will produce an error because in Python, the indentation represents the level where this statement is residing. So if I place space here, you can see there is a change in the level. Yes or no? This is first level and it is going to the next level. Suppose if I execute now, it is going to produce an error. Okay, because there is a change in indentation. You can see here clearly it is producing an error. So you should not keep unnecessary spaces while writing the program in Python. You should be very careful. This comes under indentation concept. Okay. Clear? Now there is no error. Now we'll discuss about basic operations that can be performed on variables or numbers, that is arithmetic operations. So we need to learn arithmetic operations before performing any action, right? Or even if you want to compute something, you require these arithmetic operations which are very basic. So coming to the arithmetic operators, first this hash symbol is considered as comment line. Okay, whatever you write here, this is considered as comment line. Okay, so I'll mention all the arithmetic operators here. Okay, so the arithmetic operators are first of all plus. Okay, used for addition operation. Next one is minus, used for subtraction operation. Star, used for multiplication operation. Okay, slash, used for division operation. In the slash you will get values completely in floating point value as well. So double slash, you won't get floating point result here. Again, both are used for division only. Okay, and the other operator is double star, which is used for power. Okay, which is used to express power. Suppose a square can be written as a double star 2. Okay, so let's make use of these arithmetic operators first. Okay, consider a is equal to 10. Okay, and b is equal to 2. C is equal to, first I'll perform a plus b. Okay, let's display the result. Print of, okay, C is equal to, here I am writing C value. Clear? So let's quickly execute and see this particular result. C is equal to 12. Yes or no? 10 plus 2. What is the value? Value will be 12. Okay. So this is about addition operation. Okay. Now I'll perform subtraction operation and we will see the result similarly. C is equal to A minus B. So let's run this code and see the result. 10 minus 2, value will be 8. C contains value of 8. Okay. This is the result obtained after performing subtraction operation. Next one is multiplication. A star B. Now run this 10 into 2, value will be 20. So the 20 will be stored in a variable called C and the result will be displayed. C is equal to 20. Okay. Next, we'll go for slash. Okay. So that is division operation. A slash B. You will get result as C is equal to 5.0. In order to understand the concept of slash better, I'll take value as 3, B value as 3. Okay, remember I have modified B value as 3. Okay, so run this code and see the result. 10 divided by 3 value will be 3.3333 like this. Now if you use the other type of division operation where completely you won't get the floating point result. Okay, that is you won't get values after this dot. Okay, A double slash B, and let's execute this. You will get value as 3 only simply. Okay, so this is not going to consider floating point value that is residing after dot. Okay, so next one is double star. What is the purpose of double star? Double star is used to express power. So A power B, 10 power 3, 10 cube. What is 10 cube value? 10 into 10 is 100, 100 into 10 is 1000. So let's run this result. You can see C is equal to 1000. Okay, just like this, all the basic arithmetic operators are going to work like this in Python. Hello guys, in this video we are going to write a program in Python in order to compute average of two given numbers. Okay, so let's start our discussion here. In order to compute average between two given numbers, first we have to take two numbers, right? Let me consider A is the first one. So you have to input value into this. Okay, so I'll ask enter first number. Okay, so after entering the first number, it will be saved into a variable called A. But the thing is, we want to compute average between two numbers which are both integers. Okay, in that case we can consider type conversion to integer, and then B is equal to similarly, so type conversion to integer and take another value, that is the second number, enter second number. Okay, so now we need to compute the average between two numbers, isn't it? So in order to compute average between two numbers, the formula is very simple. A plus B divided by 2. A plus B whole divided by 2. So after computing average, now we need to display the average value, isn't it? So this can be done by writing print average of two given numbers is. Okay. So the result is actually stored in a variable called AVG, isn't it? It's pretty simple to display the result. Now execute and see the result. So we are prompted to enter the first number. Let us suppose the first number is 10. Enter second number. Suppose the second number is 11. Now compute the average 10.5. Yes or no? So 10 plus 11 divided by 2 is 10.5 clearly. Okay, like this. So next one is we need to compute area of the circle. So what is the formula for computing area of circle here? Area is equal to pi r square. Okay. So where pi is nothing but 3.1412, which is a floating point value. So for this purpose, I'll take radius is also a floating point value. Okay. So consider radius. Radius is a variable. Okay. It's equal to, we need to take input value for this radius, which is floating point value. I'm taking this as floating point type. Okay. So first, whenever we write input, it will take the input and the input will be generally stored in string type, which is a default type. And with the help of float in front of it, this is going to perform typecasting. So the value will be converted into floating point value. Okay. So input of here we can write enter radius. Okay. So after entering the radius, now we can calculate area using pi r square. Okay. So we can write area is equal to 3.1412 into radius into radius. Okay. Pi r square. So later we need to display the result, which is area, isn't it? So print of, we can write area of circle is equal to, now we can print pi r square, right? So the entire area is stored in a variable called area. Okay. Yes or no? This area will be holding the result that is computed on the right hand side, 3.1412 into radius. So finally I'm printing the radius, isn't it? So let's execute this. So we are prompted to enter the radius. So consider the radius as 2 and look at the result. Area of circle is equal to 12.5648. So because radius is 2, radius into radius is 4, 2 into 2 is 4, right? So then 4 into 3.1412, which is 12.5. Okay. So this is how we can obtain the output here. Suppose if you want to also compute the circumference of the circle, then you can further compute by writing circumference. Circumference is equal to 2 pi r, 2 into pi into r. Pi value is 3.1412 into r. R is nothing but radius value. So later I will display the circumference value also. That is circumference of circle is equal to, now we can display circumference value. Okay. So let's execute this. Enter radius. I'm entering radius as 2. Okay. Look at the area of circle and circumference of circle. Both are same because 2 into 3.1412 into 2 is nothing but 3.1412 into 2 into 2. Suppose if you are taking any other value, so consider 5. In that case, the result will change. Circumference value will be 31.412. Yes or no? Just 2 into 5 is 10. So 10 into 3.1412 is 31.412. And area is computed as 3.1412 into radius. So radius value is 5. 5 into 5 is 25. 25 into 3.1412 is 78.53. just like this. Okay. So next one is shortcut operators in Python. Okay. So what are different shortcut operators in Python? So in order to understand shortcut operator, first you should know what is assignment operator. Okay. So equal to is said to be an assignment operator. Yes, is no. So you can see a is equal to 10. So this is an assignment operator where value of 10 will be stored in a variable called a. And you are not allowed to write like this. This is not allowed because you can't store a value in a constant called 10. Okay. So now what are some shortcut operators? For example, plus equal to is said to be a shortcut operator and its corresponding meaning. So I'll take an example here. A plus equal to B. So this is evaluated as A is equal to A plus B. Okay. So which means, for example, we can consider program like this. A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20. Now write A plus is equal to B and then print value of A. So what is the output for this code? What is the corresponding output? So you can observe here A plus is equal to B means it is evaluated like this. A is equal to A plus B, which means A is equal to 10 plus 20 and A value will become finally 30 and then output will be displayed as 30. Output will be displayed as 30 like this. Similarly, we have other operators like minus is equal to. Okay. Here also A minus is equal to B. This is evaluated as A is equal to A minus B. Okay. So for example, you can see here this time I'll take different values like A is equal to 20, B is equal to 5. Now writing A minus equal to B and we are trying to print value of A. So in this case what happens exactly is A is equal to A minus B, which means A is equal to 20 minus 5. Value of A will be evaluated as 15 and finally when you print value of A here, output will be displayed as 15. Okay, output is displayed as 15 just like this. Next we can also consider other operators just like this. Star equal to, this is used for multiplication purpose. It means A star equal to B is evaluated as A is equal to A into B similarly. And A slash equal to B is evaluated as A is equal to A slash B. A double slash equal to B is evaluated as A is equal to A double slash B. And A double star equal to B is evaluated as A is equal to A double star B. Okay. So for example, we will consider value of A is equal to 10 and value of B is equal to 3. Okay. So initial value of A is equal to 10 I am considering and value of B is equal to 3. So when we substitute here, then what happens is A is equal to A into B, that is 10 into 3, value will become 30. Suppose if we apply in this, it will be A is equal to A divided by B, 10 divided by 3, value will become 3.33333333 like this. Next, a is equal to a double slash b, which means it is not going to store any floating point value inside it. So 10 double slash 3 value will become 3. Next one is a equal to a double star b. So a is equal to a value is 10. 10 double star 3, which is equal to 10 cube, right? So 10 cube means value will be how much? 1000. Value will be 1000. So this is how the shortcut operators are going to work. Hello guys, in this video we are going to discuss about relational operators. So in Python, what are different relational operators? So if you observe here, first, these are all comparison operators, right? Whenever we want to compare two values, we generally use this concept of relational operators. So first, less than is a relational operator. Okay. Next, less than or equal to is another relational operator. Next, greater than is another relational operator. Greater than or equal to is another relational operator. Okay. And coming to equal to, okay, this is another relational operator, and not equal to. Clear? So this is representing less than, this is representing less than or equal to, this is greater than, this is greater than or equal to, this is equal to, and this is not equal to. Okay, so these are all different relational operators that are used in Python. So now let me give you an example to understand this. First, consider different values. Here a is equal to 10 and b is equal to 20. Okay, now I'll write here print of a less than or equal to b. Now execute this, we will get true because 10 less than or equal to 20 condition is true, right? So this is going to display true. Suppose if I write a less than b and execute this code, again we'll get true because 10 is less than 20. So for example, if I modify the condition as a greater than b, a greater than b, now execute this code, you will get answer as false because 10 greater than 20 condition is false. Okay. Next, coming to 10 greater than or equal to 20, condition is again false. Okay. Now this time I'll go for equal to, a double equal to b, 10 double equal to 20, condition true or false? Condition is false. 10 is different and 20 is different. So you will get answer as false. Now this time I'll take a not equal to b. Let's execute this. A not equal to b, condition becomes true. So like this, these are different operations that can be performed on values. Okay, so we can compare two different values with the help of relational operators. Okay, so next one is logical operators here. Logical AND operator. First one, logical AND operator. So how this logical AND operator is denoted? So A and D. So this is used for representing logical AND operation. So here you need to understand true and true is going to result in true. In all other cases, it is going to be false. Okay. So let's execute this particular values. A is equal to 10, b is equal to 20, c is equal to 30. Now we can print here a less than b and a less than c. Both are true, isn't it? A less than b, that is a 10 less than 20 is true and 10 less than 30 is true. True and true is true. Now we can run this. It is going to produce the result as true. Okay. So now For example, I will modify this value. Okay, this condition a less than c is modified to c less than a. It means 10 less than 20 and 30 less than 10. So first condition is true, but the second condition will be false. Yes or no? 30 less than 10 condition becomes false. True and false is going to be evaluated to false. Okay, so let's execute this and see the result. Result is false. Just like this, when you apply AND operation and conditional expression 1 is evaluated to true and conditional expression 2 is evaluated to true, then only the overall result will be evaluated to true. Okay, so next one is OR operation. Okay, so logical OR operation, and here if you observe, logical OR operation is indicated by OR. Okay, and you can see false or false is only evaluated to false. In all other cases you will get true. Result is evaluated to true. So for example, I'll consider here OR operation. A less than B or C less than A. Okay, so you can see here A less than B, 10 less than 20 or 30 less than 10. So first condition is true, second condition is false. True or false will be evaluated to true. Okay, suppose if I write both the conditions are getting evaluated to false, that is B less than A or C less than A, both are evaluated to false, so false or false will be evaluated to false again. Yes or no? Just like this. Now next one is logical NOT operation. Okay, so if you consider logical NOT operation, here we are going to use operator as NOT. NOT is the corresponding operator. Suppose NOT of true. Okay, NOT of true is going to be evaluated as false. So similarly, NOT of false is evaluated as true. Okay, just like this. So let me consider A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20. Okay, now print of, here we can write NOT of A less than B. Okay, 10 less than 20 condition is true and its corresponding NOT, it has to result false. Yes or no? So if I remove NOT here, I'll obviously get true. If I add NOT in front of it, which means NOT of true will be evaluated to false. Just like this. These are three different operators. Okay. Hello guys. In this video, we are going to discuss about bitwise operators in Python. So first, we'll discuss clearly what are different bitwise operators. First, consider bitwise AND operator. So what is meant by bitwise AND operator? When you consider one bit as 0, for example, okay, and consider another bit as 0. Now bitwise AND between 0 and 0 will result in 0. So just like this. And for example, if you consider 0 and 1, this is going to result you 0. 1 and 0 will be 0. 1 and 1 will be 1. Okay. So now if you consider numbers like 10 and 4, according to 8, 4, 2, 1 representation, how this 10 can be represented. 10 can be represented as 1, 0, 1, 0. Now 4 can be represented as 0, 1, 0, 0. Now performing AND operation, bitwise AND operation between these two, 0 and 0 will result in 0, 1 and 0 will result in 0, 0 and 1 will result in 0, 1 and 0 will result in 0. Okay, so total this is going to produce 0. Yes or no? So let's execute this particular code here and see the result. So 0 is the result, right? I have performed bitwise AND operation between A and B. Okay, just like this. Now similarly consider another example here. Okay, so this time we will consider bitwise OR operation. Bitwise OR operation can be performed like this. Bitwise OR operation. Okay, now execute this bitwise OR operation, and here A bitwise OR B. Okay, so what is the value of A here? 10, and value of B is considered as 4. Okay, so for bitwise OR operation, clearly 0 or 0 will result in 0. In all other cases it is going to produce 1. That is 0 or 1 will be 1. 1 or 0 will be 1. 1 or 1 will be 1. Okay, just like this. Now if you execute this one, value of 10 can be represented as 8, 4, 2, 1 representation. Okay, and then value of 4 is represented. Value of 10 has to be represented. So first A value, which is 10, 1, 0, 1, 0 representation, and B value is 4, which is represented as 0, 1, 0, 0. Now performing OR operation, so 0 or 0 value will be 0, 1 or 0 will be 1, 0 or 1 will be 1, 1 or 0 will be 1. Now summation of this 8 plus 4 plus 2, because 1 is set there. So 8 plus 4 plus 2, value will be 14, right? So this is going to give you value as 14. Okay, just like this. Now let's consider the other operation, bitwise XOR operation. Bitwise XOR operation, and see the result. So again the result is 14 here. What happens exactly in bitwise XOR operation? 0 XOR 0 will be 0. 0 XOR 1 will be 1, 1 XOR 0 will be 1, 1 XOR 1 will be 0. Okay, so now coming to 8421 representation, again represent for A value and B value. So A value is tens, that is 1010 representation. B value is 40100 representation. Okay, now 0 XOR 0 value will be how much? 0. 1 XOR 0 will be 1. 0 XOR 1 will be 1. 1 XOR 0 will be 1. Okay, so from this what is the value? 8 plus 4 plus 2, value will be 14. This is how 14 is obtained here. Okay, just like this. Now consider next one, left shift operation. Okay, consider value of B, for example, left shift by 2. So this is going to give you the result as 16. Okay, so what happens exactly here is we are performing left shift operation. Okay, so B left shift 2 is evaluated as B into 2 power 2. So this value of 2 is used here. And what is value of b here in the code? 4, right? So 4 into 4. So finally 4 into 4 value will be 16, right? Value will be 16. Okay. Now consider right shift operation. So let us suppose right shift operation on this. Okay. B right shift by 2 positions. Let's execute this one. Value became 1, right? So how value of 1 is obtained here? You can see B value is considered as 4 and B right shift by 2 positions is nothing but 4 divided by 2 power 2. So this is nothing but 4 by 4, value will be 1. Okay, this is how right shift operation is performed here. Clear? Well, next one is we need to calculate the area of the triangle using Heron's formula. So if you look at this, area of triangle calculated using Heron's formula is the square root of s into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c. Okay. And what is s here? S is nothing but a plus b plus c whole divided by 2. Okay. So first a, b, c are sides of the triangle. So we need to read these sides of the triangle here. First we can write a is equal to float of, we are reading, right, input of, we need to prompt the user to enter the first side of the triangle. Enter the first side of triangle. Okay. Next b is equal to similarly float of input of enter the second side of triangle. Okay. Next c is equal to float of similarly input of, we need to prompt the user to enter the third side of the triangle. Third side of triangle. Okay. So after this we need to compute clearly s. Okay. So consider s is equal to, okay, what is the formula for s? A plus b plus c whole divided by 2. Now we need to display this s value. Okay. For example, we can display s value like this. S is equal to and corresponding s value. After this we need to calculate area. This is very important. So in order to calculate area is equal to, we can compute like this, s into, okay, s minus a into s minus b into s minus c. Okay. And square root of all this, right? So that can be written like this, simply square root means whole power 1 by 2, right? So 1 by 2 is nothing but 0.5. Okay. Now we can display here area. Area is equal to, so value of area can be displayed immediately. Okay. Now let's run this particular code and see. We are prompted to enter side of the triangle, first side of the triangle. Let us suppose 10 is the first side of the triangle. Second side of the triangle is 4. And the third side of the triangle is 8. Okay. And you can see the result. 10 plus 8 plus 4, which is 22 divided by 2. Okay, value will be 11, right? So S is equal to 11. And then from this we can calculate area. S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C, and whole power 0.5, which is nothing but square root of S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. Then we can immediately print area like this. Okay.